introduction.
Alright guys, well welcome. I'm Mr. Moore, this is Mrs. Kurtz. We're going to talk to you guys and introduce about electives. Some important things to consider when you're picking your electives. First, always make sure you schedule your 4 core classes first. That is English, Math, Social Studies, and Science. Also make sure you schedule your business and fine arts credits. Those are credits that you will need for graduation. Another thing is always plan for backup. Sometimes the way your schedule works and your classes work, you might not be able to have the electives you want. So make sure you create backups so we know what courses you would like if you don't get into the first or second choices.
And remember that certain classes need prerequisites. That means that you have to take one class before you can take another class. So a good example of that is taking Art 1 before you move on to something like drawing and painting or ceramics. Also, pick classes that match your interests and your career path. If you're interested in art, take some art classes. Or if you're interested in engineering, take some engineering classes.
Hi, I'm Mr. Roberts. I teach band here at Milton-Union, and I have 3 high school classes that I teach. The first is jazz band. Usually meets first period in the morning. We play jazz with instruments. The second class I teach is AP Music Theory, and it is a class that dives into the depths of composition and how music is written, how it interacts, how it works together, and kind of how you put all the things together to make music. It's mostly a study in classical music, but it can be applied to jazz and pop music as well. And then I teach high school band, symphonic band, and marching band. We perform football games and contests. For all of these classes, you don't have to have a background in instruments or music. You're welcome to join them at any time, but see me before you sign up to make sure you understand what you're getting into.
My name is Mr. Tilley. I am the current music teacher for 7th and 8th grade as well as 6th grade choir, and I teach the music parts in the high school show choir. I'm also teaching the drama class for 8th grade as well as the American Music History class at the moment. And all of those classes I just mentioned shall be available next year if you choose to take them as an elective.
Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the progression through the science classes. 8th graders, you don't have much of a choice. You're going to take some form of physical science in the 9th grade, whether that be accelerated physical science or regular physical science. Freshmen, you don't have much of a choice either. You're going to be taking biology, either accelerated biology, honors biology, or regular biology. After your 10th grade year, this is when the choices open up, and we have a bunch of different electives for you to choose from. You can take earth science, human bio, chemistry, APES, which is AP environmental science, and honors physics. I usually try to reserve physics for 12th graders, but you can take it as a junior with permission. So the 2 classes that I teach are chemistry and physics that you can choose from. Who takes chemistry? Well, it's a gateway to all of the various science classes, so if you're interested in any of these fields right here, like nursing, engineering, science, math, pharmacy, you'll definitely want to take chemistry. Physics is more focused towards people interested in engineering, architecture, and then any science that you want to major in, including medical school. If you have any questions, ask your science teacher. Thank you.
All right, I'm here to talk about 2 science electives I have that are basically for juniors and seniors. So one of them is human biology. Human biology is study of, obviously, the human body. It's basically an anatomy class. You guys are going to learn all the different systems of the body, how they work, what happens when they don't work correctly. This class does involve some dissections. So we will be dissecting things like sheep hearts, sheep brains, cow eyes. We even do a fetal pig dissection at the end of the year. I highly recommend human biology for anybody who is considering a career in the medical field. So, you know, nursing, going to medical school to be a doctor, x-ray tech, physical therapy, and so forth. The next elective I'm going to talk about is AP Environmental Science. Typically, we call it APES just as an abbreviation, but APES is all about the environment and our connection to it, what we can do to help improve some of the negative things that are going on in the environment. And it is an AP course, so at the end of the course you have the opportunity to take an AP exam and get a score on it that can actually exempt you from some college courses. Usually it'll like a 3 or higher, you can be exempt from taking a college course. So those are my 2 electives, and hope to see you guys in 1 or 2 of them next year.
Hi everyone, I'm Miss Kimball and I teach all of your agriculture classes here at Milton. So I offer 5 different ag classes. So your first year you'll take AF&R, which is Agriculture, Food, and Natural Resources. So in that class we focus a lot on plants and animals and start looking into helping prepare you guys for careers. So we'll look at building a resume and things along those lines. And then your second year you'll take plant and animal, where we dive a little bit deeper into learning about plants and animals, as well as build on the skills that we learned your first year in ag. After that you have 3 options. You could take the business class, the mechanics class, or the work release. The business class is a Sinclair class, so you'll get college credit for that. And then the mechanics class is geared more towards learning about different career pathways. So we'll talk about small engines, about plumbing, about electrical, just to give you some more ideas of things that you could do if you don't necessarily want to go to college and you'd rather go straight into a trade. And the other class is the capstone work release. So essentially what that is you just leave school early during like your last period and you'll go to work and you'll get credit for working a job. And then along with joining the classes, you also get to join the FFA. So that's where we get to do the fun things. So those are our field trips, our lunch meetings, and our contests. So that adds more hands-on opportunities that you guys can get to experience outside of school, build on those life skills that you're learning in class, and meet a bunch of new people from all across the state.
Hello, my name is Mrs. Bryson and I am teaching Mystery and Horror this year with Mrs. Pear, and it is a great class. We really try and tailor it to what you're interested in. So first semester we spent a lot of time looking at forensics and how people solve crimes, and this semester we're going to focus again on forensics, but I think we're going to look at the why and the psychology behind people who commit crimes. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, it might be worth taking the class. And then the other class that I was supposed to be teaching was Young Adult Literature, which is a super fun class. If you like to read, you're into new books that are coming out. We spend a lot of time reading and working on projects and really diving into books that you're interested in. So I encourage you to sign up to take either class. Bye.
As Seen on TV is a media literacy class focused on understanding fake news, marketing, better understanding how to balance how you use your cell phone and your screen time, being better at connecting with people in supportive and positive ways, developing good, healthy relationships online. It's all about being a better consumer on the internet. Ever gotten into that argument and you realize about 3 days too late that thing you really wanted to say so you would have won the argument? Well, in debate we're going to focus on how to better prepare, how to think through what you want to say, how to think through what would help you be better at arguing and debating. Debate isn't necessarily about winning necessarily, but about having a better collaborative conversation where we can be a bit more gracious and understanding other viewpoints. We can acknowledge that other people have different perspectives than our own, and so debate is all about seeing the world and making it better.
Hello guys, my name is Mrs. Vanderstar and I'm the Spanish teacher here at Milton-Union. If you join my class, we will learn Spanish, obviously, so we'll go a little bit over Spanish language. We'll learn a little bit of grammar, a lot of vocabulary, a little bit of culture too of the Spanish-speaking countries, and we will have some fun.
I'm Ms. P and I teach College Bound. In College Bound, we apply for colleges, scholarships, and we start writing college essays that are uploaded into Common App. We also request letters of recommendation from teachers. Essentially, College Bound exists to make your senior year easier, so ideally you'll take it as a sophomore or a junior.
Hello guys, this is Mr. Schmidt and I wanted to tell you about the classes that I offer. First thing is I offer American Military History, which is a semester course. We look at the major wars that the United States has fought in, from the Revolutionary War to the War on Terror. The next class that I offer is the Civil War. It's a semester class. We study the key figures and key battles of the Civil War, along with major events and inventions that led to the Civil War. The next class I offer is the 1960s, which is key events from 1960 to 1969, including social and political. We also examine the society and other aspects of the American culture during that decade. I also offer the 1970s, in which we do the same thing except for 1970 to 1979. I offer the history of rock and roll. Basically, we look at the beginning of music through culture. We also look into how each genre of music impacts other genres, and how those genres impact the rock and roll. Then I offer, finally, is sports and culture. We study culture from the beginning of man through today, and we will look at how society influences the invention of sport.
Hello everybody, I am Mr. Grudich and I teach social studies. I have 3 electives that I teach. First one is geography. You can take it for a semester or for a whole year. Geography, we talk about the physical geography of the world. We also we start with Ohio, and then we do the United States, and then we go US and Canada, and then we go around the world and we talk about major physical features, mountains, rivers, lakes. We also talk about cultures and religion, and we do that for the entire world. So that's geography. History through film. Again, take it for a semester or you can take it for a whole year. History through film, we start with the American Revolution and we move all the way up through the 1990s. We study historical topic or incident. We do research about it, and then we watch a couple background videos and we watch a movie. So for example, we're doing the American Revolution, research topics, PowerPoint presentations, or maybe it's a written research. You kind of have a choice. And then we go over them, and then we watch background videos, and then we're going to watch The Patriot. We do the same thing for Dances with Wolves and Saving Private Ryan, and we watch all kinds of movies. So that's history through film. And then current events. The class that is filming this, I need all sorts of people for current events. I need editors. If you're good on a computer and you can do video editing, or you'd like to do video editing, I need editors. I need creative people who can help come up with ideas for different openings, for different ideas for programs or research things that we do. And then of course I need people who aren't afraid to get in front of the camera and talk. So it's not just about people in front of the camera, it's lots of other things you can do. You don't have to be on camera to be in current events, but I do need those people too. So geography, history through film, current events. I'm out.
World Cultures is a social studies elective that focuses in on non-Western cultures. We explore geography, family, fine arts, performing arts, education, climate, foods, holidays, religions, and philosophies. If you are open-minded and you like to try new things, then you will like this course.
Hi, I am Mrs. Ackerman. I am the business teacher here at the high school. Here's a list of courses that I offer for the high school. Office management is the freshman level course for coming in. We look at Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and Access during this course, and then we take the MOS certification series for the Word and PowerPoint, so you can get certified in those 2 areas. Then we move on to business management, which is basic business terms and concepts. This is a Sinclair course, Main 1107, for Sinclair Tech Prep credit. And then junior year is recommended personal finance. We use Dave Ramsey curriculum for this. And then senior capstone is where we kind of run a business for the seniors. We make t-shirts, signs, just a little bit of everything. For that you have to have 2 credits with me prior for that. So benefit of my program, Tech Prep Scholarship through Sinclair, $3,000 towards Sinclair for your associate degree. So you have to have 2 prior credits and then be enrolled in 1 for your senior year. So any questions, send me an email and I'll be happy to answer.
For the Engineering STEM program, there are 3 classes you can take. The first is called Intro to Engineering, where you'll learn how to draw like engineers do in 3D model. In the next class, it's called Robotics. You'll learn how to put together some mechanical systems and program them to do automated tasks. And the third class is called Engineering Principles. It's a very high-level math course. If you want to go to college for engineering, this is kind of like an AP engineering course where you'll learn about like fluid dynamics and projectile motion and some other high mathematical concepts.
Okay, so Art 1 is a survey class where we work with a bunch of different materials, painting, drawing, construction paper, things like that. So it's required, so you should take it. Ceramics is an elective that you would take after you've taken Art 1. So Art 1 is required before you take ceramics. Ceramics is basically we're just building things with clay and we're using the potter's wheel. Drawing and painting, if there's enough people that sign up, it's pretty self-explanatory. We draw and paint in drawing and painting, and you learn all kinds of different techniques and materials.
All right, electives in my class would be Advanced Phys Ed, and it's for juniors and seniors primarily. It's for people who enjoy Phys Ed class, hopefully, and enjoy being active, and we go into more depth and details about certain sports and activities.